It has been an amazing journey. I met so many new people and who helped me to grow and pushed me to the limits. I discovered that I'm more business-like than I thought I was, and I learned so many new expressions and terms. I even learned new meaning of angel, an angel investor. That was very interesting and fun experience for me.
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started.
Wow, the first team. Welcome. As the song on my thumb drive says, let's get it started. My name is Ellen Weinstein, and we are Memory Stamp 3D. Wow, we certainly live in interesting times. What would you say if I told you that you could hold your collective life, both personal and business, on a medium the size of a postage stamp? You probably would think I was crazy. Think about this for a moment. What do you cherish most? Your family memories? History? Pictures? And let's talk about your business records and legacy and the best work produced by your team. What about your medical records and relatable history? I'm sure you agree that these are all valuable entities that define who you are, who we are. And it's all held on a device no larger than a postage stamp. Yes, you heard me correctly. Our medium is so small and powerful that it is exponentially better than anything on the market or in the pipeline today. Most people think of memory, and I'm talking about memory, most people think of memory in terms of megabytes and gigabytes. Just to quantify, 1 terabyte equals approximately 1,000 gigabytes. If we were to take the entire contents of the Library of Congress, it would fit on our chip, and we would still have plenty of space left over. What our technology does is enable innovation. We are providing a technology in which people can create new technologies. As a result, devices can be smaller, lighter, more secure, and compatible in servers, USB, flash drives, smartphones, smart devices, and at a lower cost. This certainly sounds like a perfect fit for the Internet of Things. 2D memory. With the prospect of current 2D, planar, and NAND technology likely sunsetting by 2016, it is mandatory that we work with recognized experts to help us bring our vision to fruition. Our solution is innovative, revolutionary, and forward-thinking. Embracing change is not easy. Technological leaps are hard, but in the end, they are so well worth it. Our solution is to create technology and provide more memory storage capacity, lower costs, faster access times, all produced on existing equipment. With current technology peaking at approximately 8 terabytes, we will have faster processing times and a huge cost savings. One product does it all. A breakthrough by inventor Professor Sakra Kisra from Florida International University is the patent for our technology. We have the best superior technology. We have the inventor on board. We have the management team who are experts in startups and knowledge transfer. And we are the first entering the market with data memory of this size. As 2D memory is phased out and replaced by technological advances in 3D, the current market leaders will look to embrace our patent solutions. Customers will be looking for developing technologies. They're going to look to reinforce market potential. Competitors such as Samsung, currently creating the next generation of 3D technology, and Crossbar, currently licensing a 1 terabyte chip, will not be looked as competitors, but rather as partners and customers, so that we can develop the future of memory in tandem. Additional partners, customers can include Lam Research, NVIDIA, Toshiba, SanDisk, and a myriad of other memory manufacturers willing to work with us. Our business model is based on the infinity loop. The infinity loop has no end. It is essentially a 360-degree transfer of knowledge. We, as the catalyst, are the ones to orchestrate a common language between our professor at the university and our customers, partners on the manufacturing side. We will be the ones that will bring the technology needs to the university. They will then come back to us with the latest research, which we can then provide to our partners as technical solutions and have them then come back with market needs. And we go full cycle on a continual basis, moving us forward. Our value proposition is return on investment, 360 transfer of knowledge, established collaborative partnership between our team and FIU and our partners, and staying ahead of the curve and being the leader in the 3D memory technology infrastructure. We have viable technology and thorough knowledge of the market. With a limited number of experts worldwide, we are the ones that will be able to orchestrate this language and move us forward to revolutionize the footprint of memory forever. From a financial standpoint, the 2016 potential market is $60 billion. We've derived our revenue projections based on a 4-year projection. Revenue stream provides, we end up with $30 million in cash after 5 years for distribution. Gentlemen, you would receive a $20 million return on an investment of 2% after 3 years. That is 10% share in a company that has no long-term debt liabilities, and after 18 months after inception. We are forward-thinking and addressing the needs of our investor needs. And at the end, our $30 million in cash will be available for distribution, IPO, or stock buyback to compensate founders and investors. From an exit strategy perspective, our vision is to establish ourselves as a leader in the marketplace with the final goal of being acquired by our customer-client relationship or IPO. In closing, you have an opportunity to join the winning team. With Dr. Sakharov, with his team, with us, as the middleman or the orchestrator. We've got the jockeys. We've got the horses. So invest in us. Let's get it started. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. I had a question about security. One of your statements in the presentation was you can walk around with everything in your life, including your medical records, on this storage device. Have you looked at biometric authentication to keep that secure, or any other sort of security type implements?
I'm going to, if I may, address this over to our Vice President of Marketing Analysis to respond to that. Gary? Yes.
Well, it's compatible with biometrics. It's triple secure in that the hardware itself will be preloaded with codes that you would put in there. There would be a code that you could enter when it is used, and then you could link it to whatever the device is that you're using in conjunction with. Whether or not that is paired with a biometric platform really would be dependent on the manufacturer. It's really compatible with just about any kind of hardware that you want to pair it with. So it would be a precursor. It wouldn't be an integral part of this actual hardware, but it's compatible with it.
Could you walk me through the go-to-market strategy for this?
Would you like to address that? Or are we speaking about the infinity loop or our go-to-market?
How do I buy this?
Great question. Gary?
Well, essentially, we're not going to be selling the hardware. We're not actually even going to be selling the chips. What we are doing is licensing the technology, the ability to fabricate it, to those manufacturers that will be implanting it into a platform that they find appropriate to the market, whether it's a smart device, an automobile, a camera, a handheld device. It would be compatible with just about everything that we're using NAND to be playing our flash drive with now. What we want to do is introduce this to the industry, to the major players, and our entry would be presented very much in the style that it has been done with Samsung and Crossbar, where we present the material, the technology, the engineering, the specs, all the technical details to a very highly technical crowd, which would include the engineers from Samsung, NVIDIA, Hitachi, Crossbar, all the major players. There are probably 4 major conferences during the year. There are workshops and symposium. There's a major summit that was just in August. There's another conference coming up at the end of this month in San Francisco. These are all annual events where the major players in this industry present some of the latest ideas, the latest technology that's moving into the pipeline. And most of the players will then be aware of what's out there, but they have an opportunity to partner with or what their next competitor will be. They're all looking for 3D right now. There's only 2 coming in, Crossbar and Samsung, and we're about 100 times more powerful than Crossbar. So if we were to be able to present this to the industry at one of these conferences, I think the interest would be there, the need is there, and they're aware of it.
Thanks.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Ellen. And memory stay on 3D.